Hello, hello. We are back, and for today's episode, my drink of choice, it's Jumex. Peach flavored. I think it's peach mango. Very, very refreshing. For today's episode, I really felt maybe this was from the Lord, maybe it was just me, maybe it was from the Lord, that I was supposed to read You Are Special by Max Lucado. I had never read these books until my aunt, well, actually Caleb's aunt, my aunt, gave it to me. Well, it's actually for Everest. And when Caleb and I first read these books by Max Lucado, I bawled my eyes out. We both cried our eyes out. It was insane. So I just felt like I needed to read it and to share with you. Oh, a couple malfunctions here. I needed to share it, and hopefully it does something for you. I definitely recommend going to the library and reading it yourself. And getting it for your kids, because it is so sweet. And Everest hasn't really gotten into this book yet, but we keep trying to read it in front of him so that he will eventually love it, because I want this to be a classic that he grows up on, like one of his favorite books, because I want it to be ingrained in his brain, and I want it to be ingrained in my brain. And I think I'm going to do this series of the 3 books that we have of Max Lucado's books. I don't know if these are all of the books that he has in this series, but I want to do the series of the books that we have. Just for like an intro, every day the small wooden people called Wemmicks do the same thing. Stick either gold stars or gray dots on one another. The pretty ones, those with smooth wood and fine paint, always get stars. The talented ones do too. Others, though, who can do little or who have chipped paint, get ugly gray dots, like Puccinello. In this heartwarming children's tale from the best-selling pen of author Max Lucado, Eli, the wood carver, helps Puccinello understand how special he is, no matter what the other Wemmicks may think. It is a vital message for children everywhere that regardless of how the world evaluates them, God cherishes each of them just the way they are. Okay. I'm gonna start. That's like an intro. Okay. Are you ready? Grab something to eat, or just keep doing your chores. Whatever you're doing, do it. Okay. The Wemmicks were small wooden people. All of the wooden people were carved by a woodworker named Eli. Get it? Eli. His workshop sat on a hill overlooking their village. Each Wemmick was different. Some had big noses, others had large eyes, some were tall and others were short. Some wore hats, others wore coats, but all were made by the same carver, and all lived in the village. And all day, every day, the Wemmicks did the same thing. They gave each other stickers. Each Wemmick had a box of golden star stickers, a box of gray dot stickers. Up and down the streets all over the city, people spent their days sticking stars or dots on one another. The pretty ones, those with smooth wood and fine paint, always got stars. But if the wood was rough or the paint was chipped, the Wemmicks gave dots. The talented ones got stars too. Some could lift big sticks high above their heads or jump over tall boxes. Still, others knew big words or could sing pretty songs. Everyone gave them stars. Some Wemmicks had stars all over them. Every time they got a star, it made them feel so good. It made them want to do something else to get another star. Others, though, could do little. They got dots. Puccinello was one of these. He tried to jump high like the others. Uh-oh. But he always fell. And when he fell, the others would gather around him and give him dots. Sometimes when he fell, his wood got scratched, so the people would give him more dots. Then when he would try to explain why he fell, he would say something silly, and the Wemmicks would give him more dots. After a while, he got so many dots that he didn't want to go outside. He was afraid he would do something dumb, such as forget his hat or step in the water, and then people would give him another dot. In fact, he had so many gray dots that some people would come up and give him one for no reason at all. He deserves lots of dots, the wood people would agree with one another. He's not a good wood person. After a while, Puccinello believed them. I'm not a good Wemmick, he would say. The few times he went outside, he hung around other Wemmicks who had lots of dots. He felt better around them. One day, he met a Wemmick who was unlike any he'd ever met. She had no dots or stars. She was just wooden. Her name was Lucia. It wasn't that people didn't try to give her stickers. It's just that the stickers didn't stick. Some of the Wemmicks admired Lucia for having no dots, so they would run up and give her a star. But it would fall off. Others would look down on her for having no stars, so they would give her a dot. But it wouldn't stay either. My heart. That's the way I want to be, thought Puccinello. I don't want anyone's marks. So he asked the stickerless Wemmick how she did it. It's easy, Lucia replied. Every day I go see Eli. Eli? Yes, Eli, the wood carver. I sit in the workshop with him. Why? Why don't you find out for yourself? Go up the hill. He's there. And with that, the Wemmick, who had no stickers, turned and skipped away. But will he want to see me? Puccinello cried out. Lucia didn't hear, so Puccinello went home. He sat near a window and watched the wooden people as they scurried around giving each other stars and dots. It's not right, he muttered to himself, and he decided to go see Eli. He walked up the narrow path to the top of the hill and stepped into the big shop. His wooden eyes widened at the size of everything. The stool was as tall as he was. He had to stretch to his tiptoes to see the top of the workbench. A hammer was as long as his arm. Puccinello swallowed hard. I'm not staying here, and he turned to leave. Then he heard his name. Puccinello? The voice was deep and strong. Oh, let me try again. Puccinello? The voice was deep and strong. Puccinello stopped. Puccinello, how good to see you. Come and let me have a look at you. Puccinello turned slowly and turned at the large bearded craftsman. You know my name? The little Wemmick asked. Of course I do. I made you. Eli stooped down and picked him up and set him on the bench. The maker spoke thoughtfully as he looked at the gray dots. Looks like you've been given some bad marks. I didn't mean to, Eli. I really tried hard. Oh, you don't have to defend yourself to me, child. I don't care what the other Wemmicks think. You don't? No, and you shouldn't either. Who are they to give stars or dots? I'm not gonna do that voice anymore. They're Wemmicks just like you. What they think doesn't matter, Puccinello. All that matters is what I think. And I think you're pretty special. Puccinello laughed. Me? Special? Why? I can't walk fast. I can't jump. My paint is peeling. Why do I matter to you? Eli looked at Puccinello, put his hands on those small wooden shoulders, and spoke very slowly. I'm starting to cry. Sorry. Because you're mine. That's why you matter to me. I'm sorry, I'm crying. Puccinello had never had anyone look at him like this, much less his maker. He didn't know what to say. Every day, I've been hoping you'd come, Eli explained. I came because I met someone who had no marks, said Puccinello. I know. She told me about you. Why didn't the sticker stay on her? The maker spoke softly. Because she had decided that what I think is more important than what they think. The stickers only stick if you let them. What? The stickers only stick if they matter to you. The more you trust my love, the less you care about their stickers. I'm not sure I understand, said Puccinello. Eli smiled. You will, but it will take time. You've got a lot of marks. For now, just come to see me every day and let me remind you how much I care. Eli lifted Puccinello off the bench and set him on the ground. Remember, Eli said as the Wemmick walked out the door, you are special because I made you, and I don't make mistakes. Puccinello didn't stop, but in his heart he thought, I think he really means it. And when he did, a dot fell to the ground. The end. Man, I told myself I wasn't gonna cry reading this story to you, but alas, I failed. 'Tis okay. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this story, You Are Special by Max Lucado. It literally makes me cry every time. Alright, good night until next time.